Alrighty, let's get into it. Today we will be building an app on Lovable, which has become my AI development environment of choice. And yeah, we'll be creating an app today, and you'll see the good, the bad, and the ugly. I don't consider myself a developer, although that might be changing with, as this tool becomes, even more amazing than it already is. And yeah, hopefully, this inspires you to pick up, give Lovable a try. And hopefully I can share some things that I have learned along the way. So let's build an app. Now I've pre-created my prompts based off of things that I've learned, and first thing that I've learned is that it's best to build your app one step at a time with considerations for future pages, functionality, all that sort of thing. So let's create the website. We're going to be creating an app that I've always wanted to create I'm calling it Songwriter Pro, to help you write songs, create content for them, all that sort of thing. So let's take the prompt for the website landing page. A landing page for Songwriter Pro, heart-centered app name, catchy tagline. That could use a little work. Let's see. Unlock your creative potential. A little bit more interesting. Prominent start creating button. This will take you to the login screen. Clean, modern design, glass morphism, minimal padding or hierarchy, responsive for desktop and mobile. No sample of data, only elements described. Now this is important. I think if you don't do this, AI is going to be creating a lot of features and sample data that it's not only is it messy and it kind of distracts from the functionality and communicating the concept, which is an important part of the prototyping process and sharing, iterating, but it also sometimes causes problems later down the line. So let's try this. I'm going to make this private project. See what it comes up with. And it really is amazing. It's just, these AI tools really, if you're consider yourself a creative person, first of all, you should consider yourself a creative person, and I'm sure you are in one way or another. But if you identify as a creative person, then you're familiar with the creative process and you're familiar with blocks that happen along the way that prevent us from, going from idea to manifestation. It's amazing how many of these blocks Lovable eliminates. A whole other conversation about first principles, how they didn't optimize the developing experience, they just completely turned it on its head. And instead of saying, what do developers want to see that would help their experience? How would the average user, which is me, I am an average user, would like to build apps. And it's built exactly how, me, the average user with minimal developing experience, would want to develop an app. So here I am yapping to the camera while Lovable is doing all the hard work. You'll see one of the first things I want to do is connect a backend to the app so all the features work properly, all the CRUD operations, create, read, update, delete options on the data actually work. I found that you do have a little trouble trying to, save locally and then add this backend later on in the project. So we'll see that. Okay. Should be getting something. And amazingly, we have created the landing page from Songwriter Pro. Now, is it the most beautiful landing page ever that I've ever seen? No, but I didn't give it a lot of context. And again, really want to emphasize how important it is to start simple for many reasons. Anyways, let's create that login screen. Move my head face. Can I do this? There we go. So we'll do this. Normally I don't have my screen so zoomed in, but I think this might be good for the video, for everyone watching. Create the login page. So now we're going to go right to setting up Supabase backend and setting up a Google Cloud tenant, which will allow us to the authentication and the user setup, all that sort of thing. It's my least favorite part of, and maybe the most technical, now that the coding is totally removed from the equation. However, it's amazing how simple it is, relatively. So we'll wait till it's creating TypeScript file, TypeScript React file for the page, and we will give it a second, and then we'll create the environment. Might as well create the new environment now. So we'll go to Google Platform, and that's why it was so zoomed in, because my page was zoomed in. Okay, new project, and we'll say, Songwriter Pro. Just like that, we've set up our cloud environment using Google Cloud. It's cool. So now we want to create, I think we want to create a new client. Again, a lot of this stuff you'll be learning with me. I've done this a couple times. Yeah, okay, here we go. Songwriter Pro. Boom. And then I'm going to host this on my website. So I'm going to call it Songwriter Pro solveforyou.io. Now, my authorized redirects will have to, let's see, be this. I'll need one of them for Supabase. Hey, let's wait on this for 1 second, because we need this for Supabase. Okay, so we run into an issue. Can't find the Glassmorphic card. And yes, I am sure Lovable will find the Glassmorphic card. And yeah, boom, look at that. Amazing, so it's fixed. So we'll click Start Creating, and we see, let's see. Okay, so I saw that on the songwriting, let me zoom out a little bit. So the styling on the login screen made some of the elements invisible. Right. Fix this and let's set up the Supabase backend and the Google OAuth. Amazing. I can just tell Lovable that what we want to do and it's going to set it up. So first I need to connect Supabase. So I'm going to create a new project in Supabase. I'm going to save my prompt that I was just working on so I don't lose it. Okay. Uh-oh. I need to... Hold up. Gotta delete some projects. Okay, so... let's see if I can create a new project now. Yes, amazing. Okay. So I'm gonna call this Songwriter Pro. It's database password. I'm gonna kind of pause right through this, keep it secure. Amazing, and create new project. So this is amazing. Okay, so quick little primer of what I'm doing. So I'm setting up a Supabase tenant, which is Supabase project, which is a backend for the app that's going to set up the database to store all of the app data. So, and associate it with a user and with a project and all that sort of thing. And then it's also going to handle the backend commands that communicate to the app that handle all the create, read, use, update, and delete logic. Now, in addition, we'll have to connect to Google Cloud for their OAuth technology. But yeah, we're using Supabase as a backend. So, let's see. We did that. Let's go back to Lovable. And we'll connect Songwriter Pro. Connect. Amazing. Okay. And now my app is connected with Supabase. Amazing. So yeah, let's set up authentication. So this video is probably going to get a little bit more fun soon. However, we do have to set up the, the backend, the cloud storage, and the authentication first. It's just necessary. So right now it's creating the SQL code to update, to set up the database, set up all the tables and stuff straight from code. So I don't even need to do that myself or do it inside Supabase. I reviewed the SQL, the SQL. I didn't. And it looks good. Please run it. We'll know if it's good, if it works or not. And if it doesn't work, we ask it to fix it. Or you can tell this app is a little bit too lavender. I do want it white, base light mode. We'll fix that in a little bit. It's amazing, and thinking about the creative process, it allows me now, unfortunately, I'm a little bit in my right brain or left brain doing the all of this database and backend setup and authentication. But as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to be able to switch into my flow state, right brain, creative side, and be not interrupted by a lot of the switching. I feel like that maybe the taxing nature of the creative process is getting the creativity too interrupted by left brain logical thinking and that sort of thing. So anyway, my 2 cents while we're spinning up the TypeScript file. Great, the SQL migration has been executed successfully. Now I'll implement authentication functionality in the app. I'll create an authentication context, authenticate page, and update the existing components to use authentication. How lovely. Now again, just the price. I'm paying $160 a month for Lovable currently. It's just amazing to build thousands of dollars worth of apps, that would cost many thousands of dollars to create with the developer. Amazing. And I will still need my development help when I launch this app. I will need my amazing developers on my team to make sure the app is secure and scalable and, that sort of thing. But for the prototyping, it's amazing what I can accomplish. So anyway, a surprisingly beautiful sign up and login process. Where is my... Yep. You forgot Google OAuth. I hope you're enjoying the beautiful sounds of this Nashville spring day. Okay, I need to set up Google OAuth, my Supabase project. Yep. Okay, what's the error? Okay, fix the error. And then I'm going to go into Supabase, and now that I've set this up, okay, this is my... I'm going to find the... Okay, notice general user setup, email enabled, boom. And then I'm going to add Google. Client secret. Okay, so I need this. Okay, the callback URL is what I'll need for Google Cloud. Get rid of that. And then also, I'm going to do this. I forget if I need to do this, but I've been doing this for my other apps, so I'm gonna do this. What was that? .lovableproject.com. But I think it's just the ID. I don't think I need all that. Okay, I may have to blur that. But yeah, I want to show you guys as much of the process as possible, but for security I might, blur this on the video. But yeah, I'm pulling my client ID and client secret from Google, the OAuth client that I created. We're going to attach that to Supabase. Boom. Boom. And then client secret. Callback. I think we already, yeah. Let's see, Lovable. Still finding issues, that's okay. I have great confidence in Lovable to fix these issues. Am I even visible anymore? Not that I need to be, but here I am. Nice, nice, nice. It's just an error based on not having a Google icon, so we're just going to use this globe icon. Fine with me. Okay, so now we're going to do... Okay, this is fun. Okay, back to home. Beautiful. So I don't love the black highlight text, but I'm not big on that for right now. Let's see if we can use the edit functionality in Lovable to, edit this. Or as well as the line break divs to either side of it are too large and spill out of the card container. Okay, so I'm using a little bit, might be a little bit more technical than people know, but hopefully this video helps give you the language to use, some of the lingo that might help Lovable identify these things. But I think even if you call that something else, it still might work, but we'll see. So let's see, the ore is spilling out of the card, and so we wanted to see if it fixes it. And I use the edit feature that Lovable allows you to hone in on a specific element. It's amazing. Not sure if that fixed it. This line break is too large and spills out of the container. Having trouble with this one. It's okay. Told you I'm showing you the good, bad, and ugly of app development on this video, so if you still want to build apps after watching this video, you probably will do well. Beautiful. Use Flex 1 instead of Flex Grow for better space distribution. let's see as we, beautiful, amazing, really incredible. It's good to not move on until you're pretty satisfied. The styling of this button is too plain and not modern enough. Some things work out and that's the way love goes. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. See how it fixed this button? It's too modern. I don't like the gradient, and it is flashing. You didn't need all that gradient. It's open now and time will tell. Okay, this looks much better. Could just make it a little shorter. It's too tall of a button. And this is something we could do a little bit later, but I have learned to try to stick with a feature until it's working the way you want it before building. You can kind of think of it as the app as a pyramid where you're really wanting, it sounds so basic, but you really want to set up the fundamentals and the foundation correctly before building on top of it. Nice, that's fine. Now, I don't like how the button text turns black after hovering, clicking. The black doesn't go great with the theme. So I don't even know what I want, but I don't love the black text. So we'll see what Lovable comes up with. Just gonna add a mode for a second. Okay, it's still doing the black text, but anyways, I actually don't mind this because we're gonna do the dark mode and light mode thing, so we don't want to get things too picky or complicated right now. Okay, so sign in with Google. Let's just see if this works. So I'm going to. One thing is that, and maybe much smarter people have figured this out, but because we can't add this domain because it's a slash into the Google authorized JavaScript origins on Google Cloud, so we can't use OAuth from this project link. We have to put it on the preview, which doesn't have the / or the main website that'll be on. So let's go here. This is not updated. Beautiful. So I'm going to copy that error and put it back into Supabase. What the? Reload. See, I messed it up with that. It's all good. I did do this. Okay. But did I do this correctly? Very potentially no. Yes, I thought I did this already. Okay, that's okay. We'll do it all over again. Okay, cool. I did do this, but I didn't save it. Oh, enable. Okay. Read the fine print, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. Okay, here we go. Let's refresh. Localhost. So I know that it's okay. The localhost. I know what's going on. Yep, here it is. Okay. Let me just real quick. Yeah, so this needs to be not localhost, which is my computer. It needs to be eventually it should be the real domain of the app, but let's just put it this for now. One second. So here the authentication. Okay, so what actually, if I click here, it's auth. So I need to add these links. So I would do songwriterpro.solve3.io/auth. Boom. Okay, let's see if this works now. Amazing. We have done the most boring part of the app. I might need to take a sandwich break soon, but anyways. Awesome. So we're logged into our own app. Beautiful. So yeah, we're at 34 minutes, and of course I could have debatably done this faster, but 30 minutes and we already have a loginable app with the database. Now, I'm gonna take a second and let's see, update all the prompts with ChatGPT off screen. That is just going to say regenerate these prompts, the prompts that I've created for each screen. Regenerate all of these app page prompts and include consideration for the Supabase backend needs and logic for each feature so that it is properly developed. And yeah, so I just want to make sure, the backend logic is something that can get a little complicated and convoluted. So I want to make sure it gets, generated properly. So ideally we run into as few limitations or issues as possible. it's amazing how many AI tools I'm using to make this app. There's just so many good tools out there. It's really incredible. My dog Sadie there's so many deer that come into our yard, and my dog loves chasing them and playing with them. Okay, so we're still making these prompts. I just want to keep the original prompts too. I'm gonna snag these as well. So, text edit. Okay, hold. I'm just gonna pause because I'm doing a lot of these page prompts off screen, and you'll see them when I'm bringing them back into Lovable. One moment. All right. So based on that, and here's something I haven't necessarily. We'll see how this works. I want to chat with Lovable Chat without building anything, changing anything. And I want to give it my database plan that I created with ChatGPT. I want to set up the Supabase data tables structure and storage correctly before I set up the rest of my app functionality and pages. Here is my draft. Help me create a plan to generate all of this back end setup before I actually create the front end functionality and UI. Okay, let's see how Supabase or Lovable helps us create this plan. I want to do, we run into issues with the back end and all of that stuff later on if we don't set it up properly. So, and Lovable, sometimes gets confused. So let's see if we can do this. Lovable should help me create and implement a plan on the fly here. There shouldn't be any storage buckets. just smile to myself every now and then, just how mind-blowing what is happening, you know? People complain that these things aren't, you know, necessarily perfect yet. What is? But just how productive this makes me, and how, you know, the skills that it gives. I feel like using Lovable. Okay, great. Just read this. Beautiful. To implement the plan. I feel like Lovable is very similar to the scene in The Matrix when they sit Neo down in the chair and then they just download all the kung fu into his mind. It's like I just get downloaded super developer skills just by using this. Now it helps. I've worked in apps designing and managing and solutioning apps for years now, and that certainly helps. But, you know, I wasn't writing the code. It's amazing we will become curators in life. How beautiful. Great. So it's generating the back end to support the functionality that we're about to build. Really amazing. Absolutely mind-blowing. Yes, we want to set this OpenAI API key as a secret in Supabase. I'm going to show you where to put it, and then I'm going to pause to actually do it. Let's see. I mean, just mind-blowing. You can just do it right from here. You don't have to go into Supabase. So I'll pause it real quick. So added the API key, and just to show you, it should live, I believe it's in Edge Functions. Hasn't created it yet. Secrets. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oops, I gotta blur that. Regardless, that shows you where the actual secret lives, and this is a secure place. You know, as long as you're not showing someone on a Loom video, it is a secure place to store secrets like API keys in the app so that, you know, hackers can't find them. Back here, yep, creating the Edge function. Da-da-da-da. Don't say you love me, 'cause I got to fold my clothes, 'cause I'm too messy and I'm too clean. Told me get a job and you asked where the hell you been. Great songs. Okay, so here we go. Amazing. Okay. Let's see if this user works. It's supposed to be a test user. Create a test user account so I can log in without OAuth. User@user.com. Password. Amazing. How thoughtful. How thoughtful. Make the forget password button. Now the question is, are we really going to be building an app in 2 hours. It's crazy. Are we really going to be building a full-fledged app in 2 hours? Might be. Don't see you. Is it not allowed? Is it not allowed to build an app in 2 hours? You tell me. Okay, so it might, okay. Say, little too. We're experiencing a little turbulence. Everybody stay in your seatbelt. The seatbelt sign is now on, and we should be circling out of this in the next 15-20 minutes. Thank you. And here we go. Let's see. Okay, so, user@user.com. So is it saying that Supabase is, I'm getting invalid login credentials? So this might be that I might have to sign up with a real email address, unless I turn that off on Supabase, which I might not want to. Let's create the test user. Yay! Oh, so I could have just probably followed my own app and actually signed up, but anyways, too lazy. Thank you, AI. And it is essential to work hard. Of course, we all know this, but sometimes our laziness is what guides us toward our most creative solution. You tell me? Okay. Now it's... Okay. Remove that feature. Yeah. Remove entirely. I will manually set up my test account. I'm gonna actually sign up. I'm gonna sign up with my, well, what the, edit features on. Is that not allowed? And I'm too clever, but I'm too. And we might as well refactor the login form. It's getting quite long, 242 lines of code. Let us refactor. Amazing. To think of if I was a real developer and I was, just the ability for AI to refactor my code, to simplify it, make a more elegant solution. It'd just be amazing. Amazing. Okay, let's create the account. Boom. So now I'll pause it and go to my email, see if I got the confirmation. And amazingly, it worked. So I should be able to now sign out. Sign in, so I'm logged in to my dashboard. Okay, now we should be good to go. We've done a lot of the boring stuff. Let's put some UI, which is my specialty. Those who have followed my career know that I was a product designer, really loved UI UX design, and really locked into that, which I feel like was great. Just an amazing learning experience. Shout out to my dad, Matt Kay, and shout out to Boston Harbor Consulting. And yeah, now with AI was the missing piece for designers to become creators. So let's now grab my prompt for the dashboard, and let's check this. Boom. Let's see if I can. Yep. Beautiful, I'm logged in. And I'm gonna put this prompt in. See, again, keep it simple. Keep these prompts simple as you can, but have the information be, perfect. Fix left sidebar, dashboard, my songs, settings, sand collapse button, fix. So these are the pages, dashboard, my song settings, fix top navigation. I don't really know what that means. That was a little AI hallucination. We'll deal with that. Notifications bell, quick search bar, dark mode, light mode toggle, top bar, sidebar and top bar always visible. Yep. Only main content area scrolls inside, smooth transitions, minimalistic class morphism style. Fetch user from Supabase session. System backend considerations. Show user avatar on the profiles table. From the profiles table, let's see. No avatar, but we'll see. We'll see what it comes up with. I'm too clever. It's really so amazing. It's amazing to be creating this video because it's perhaps my most vulnerable video. You're seeing complete behind the scenes of doing something totally from scratch, but I know this is going to inspire the right people who want to get into app development or are doing it the old style way, or have a team that's doing it the old school way, and want some inspiration on how to modernize their processes. And the cool thing about Lovable is not only can you sync with your GitHub repos, then you can have some of your heavy duty development sync to the GitHub repos to fix bugs manually. We can update Lovable that's happened, and also we can have a real maverick using something like Cursor and having that sync to the GitHub repo and have sort of a trifecta solution or team. Dark mode by default. Okay, I don't love the UI. Ugh. Don't love the navbar. Okay. Sidebar must be improved. Expand collapse button should be directly on the sidebar, not the top banner. When collapse, it should still show the sidebar, but icons only, no text. The current expanded sidebar is too wide unnecessarily. Ooh, tricky word. Oh my gosh, I told you it's my most vulnerable video yet. Necessarily necessary. Ooh. I did it. And the expand collapse animation should be snappier, faster. So I have a lot to say about UI. I mentioned that, I have a background in product design. It is something I have a lot of passion about. So we won't slow down too much on UI, but I do want to get things reasonably looking decent. Check out the responsiveness. Leaves something to be desired. Toggle should be a one icon toggle. Sun icon versus moon icon. Very small. Rotation animation when clicked. Good. I told you I wasn't going to get too bogged down in design, but I may have lied. We'll see. Where's the freaking collapse button? Expand collapse button on nav should be top of the bar next left of the and the nav bar styling should match the rest of the main content window. Background, color, line styling, etc., etc. We are going slow, but I know I've already packed a bunch of really helpful tips that I wish I would have known when I started building apps with Lovable, including the manual user in addition to the OAuth that allows you to log in on the preview window. Anyways, just the little things. It's all about the little things, unless it's about the big things. As I always say. Nice. It's up here. Nice. That's better. It's not the most beautiful design ever. Okay, let's see if this improves the styling. Because the main page styling is kind of nice. Not too clever. That's interesting. Let's see, dark mode. Okay, I don't love it, don't hate it. Navbar, page link, text should match. It's fine right now. One more attempt at modernizing and improving the styling of the navbar. See what's even on the settings page. What the heck? Alrighty. It's funny, it's the dark mode, light mode styling has not given me an issue in the past. Okay, so I see improved styling overall. I like it. I like where it's going with it. Clicking a new page makes loads really slowly. I think it's like re-authenticating every time. giving the signed in toast message every time we change the page, and loading the page on dark mode even if we were on light mode before we changed the page. Also, dark mode text is black, so we can't read it. So a bunch of stuff packed in there. And perhaps it's better to use the chat feature to make a plan, but Lovable should be able to handle this. We'll see. It is. The reason I say chat features, this allows us to it's like built-in ChatGPT. It allows us to plan our execution and extrapolate on our goals, prioritize them for best compatibility with how Lovable works. So in theory, that's how it works. You know, we sort of did it the old-fashioned way here. We'll see. By old-fashioned, I mean before Lovable 2.0 came out. Old-fashioned, I mean 1 week ago. Lovable so kindly and obediently responds, let me fix these issues with page navigation, toast messages, and dark mode text visibility. Thank you, Lovable. You are indeed so lovable. Yeah, so I'm thinking the app is like trying to re-log in and authenticate after every page. Some sort of back-end funny. Yeah. Amazing. Super snappy and responsive, and I don't want to use responsive, but fast. Page navigation. No need for that. Okay, and just to be super difficult. Ooh. When the nav menu is collapsed, the expand button spills over the menu and makes it hard to click. Also, okay, I might want to refactor dashboard layout, but anyways, yeah, I want this to be a nice clean toggle, and this button overlaps and makes it hard to click. Well, we're doing pretty good so far. While we're loading, I mean, we're going to be building an app in 2 hours. I could have built this faster, but of course I am taking a little extra long to, of course, explain things, but also to, make sure they're done right and properly with a nice UI that I, at least semi-approve of. But yeah, I can't understate the fact that we're building an app And what are we at the 1 hour mark yet? Yeah, 1 hour and 11 minutes. And yeah, if you do not develop with AI, if you're not planning an AI first development strategy, you will get left behind by non-developers like myself in the future. So I'd love to, anybody who's interested in doing this, for their team, I'd love to connect. Anyways, let's see. Okay, that's non-traditional. Okay, let's refactor the dashboard before we make. It's just I don't like that, okay? I'm being picky, I know. It's kind of cool. It allows us to have the app logo there, but the expand collapse icon should take the place of the app logo when collapse, being in the middle center of the nav bar. Shouldn't be diagonally. I'm gonna be fancy and use the edit feature. Now I'm gonna say this. I'm getting fancier, but anyways. Nice. This is what I wanted. Beautiful. Standard. Nice. Nice and snappy too. Okay, I am satisfied with that. It's gonna fix this. So I didn't really need to do that with that light more dark now, but anyways, we'll see. Log out. Profile. Nice. So the app did a good job of trying not to create too many features. Now it did hallucinate with these features, which is all good, but without making too many unnecessary features that I didn't want, which is great. Didn't do the rotate, but that's okay. Let's go to my songs. And I'm going to steal the prompt from ChatGPT that I already created. But this isn't even that. I'm telling ChatGPT you forgot to add the required functionality for each page. For my songs, add all of the CRUD functionality and specify where the buttons would best be for creating, viewing, and deleting songs. So I'm going to update this page prompt. I'm just going to hang out here for a minute until that is done. Nobody said it was easy. Nobody said that it would be glamorous or easy or totally painless to build apps, but this is as painless as it gets, trust me. And as we build the app to be more complex, we're going to run into issues. Potentially, we might need some of my colleagues to help, but we're going to try to keep this app as, I don't want to stay simple because we have some cool features coming up that we're going to try to build on Lovable, but at least straightforward and streamlined enough. Okay. My songs page. Let's just add this, my songs page. Prompt. We're going to put a lot of trust and faith into this prompt. We'll see. We'll see what it comes up with. Yep, so we're adding this equal to commands to set up the CRUD actions for the songs, my songs table. Don't say you love me, 'cause I got high again. Oops. Forgot to fold my clothes, and I'm too messy, but I'm too clean. We are waiting till Lovable finishes coding. It's not all love. Okay, can we create a song? Okay, so I'm gonna be super picky. Too much white space. The create new song button should be in line with the my songs. Do I want to be that strict? Okay. The current page should be highlighted with on the nav bar. That's step one. We can't even tell what page we're on. Too much white space in the main content window. And I'm like, do I get rid of this? Instead of the page title, in the main content, move it to the banner bar where we can have simple control. Okay, that should be good. Again, should be using the chat feature, but impatience. See how this works out. Yeah, so I don't like all this white space. Well, it's... styling. Beautiful. Love it. Beautiful. Perfect. Exactly what I want. Let's fix that. While this is loading, I'm going to run back to ChatGPT and say, create a app detailed enough, also high level enough to guide each individual prompt of the app development experience. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so we'll have that in the background. Anyways, we can move on. So let's try to create our new song. Song 1. And we'll view it. Ooh. Then now we're going to create the song details page. Prompt. Create. Maybe settings. We'll do that. Should have probably just kept that and done this as a new prompt, but we'll see. We're having fun. We're learning. We're all learning together. So it is. The home breadcrumb trail option doesn't make sense because the parent location should always be the current page. Let's see if it understands that concept. I'll just say we'll see that. We'll do that later. It's building a rich text editor. Again, all things that would take at least a couple days for my amazing team of developers to build. Now taking minutes. Mosquitoes. Uh-oh. I came prepared. I have a citronella candle and I'm not afraid to use it. We refactor the songs page while we're at it. Okay, wait, we can see the song details. Okay. I want to fix this. It should be a pop-up when you create this song. I'd be interested if we can do this. Amazing. And if we refresh, nice. So it was actually deleted from the database. Very incredible. Nice job. This is why now we're seeing the vision. Now we're seeing why we set up the backend and the database beforehand. Not saying that we won't run into some issues here, but it's likely that we would have already, if the database in the backend was an afterthought. It should never be an afterthought, in my opinion. Let's do this. It was showing song ID in the breadcrumb trail, and I think that might have just, I don't know, whatever. We're going to ask it to fix it regardless. Beautiful. Refactor the code to... Let's just allow it to refactor song details before we move. Always a good idea to refactor the code, make it more simpler, make it easier for AI to connect the dots, understand what's going on, compare code if the context window, the context is more short. Just comparing this file, which had just the component it needed to analyze, as opposed to a giant TypeScript React file that had the entire code for the entire app. Anyways, you get the point. Gravity is working against me. Whoa, gravity. What's up, baby? Wants to bring me down. Yep, and even the rich text editor lets refactor. Refactor the rich text editor. It's just a sentence that I'll be saying in 2025. Whoa, twice as much ain't twice as good. And can't sustain one half good. There Sadie goes, chasing the deer out. Sadie, be nice. She's like, but Dad, it's our yard. Now we can share. Deer are nice, although they do have a lot of ticks. Beware of that. One thing about the country is there is a lot of bugs out here. Okay, so now we're done refactoring, and now I want to fix the breadcrumb trail. Home doesn't make sense. What's home? This is dashboard, not home. Always want to simplify the breadcrumb trail as much as possible, otherwise it gets too crazy. Can get too crazy. UI principles. So it's probably going to replace home with dashboard, which I don't want it to do, but anyways, we'll see. Twice as much ain't twice as good. Can't sustain like one half good. It's wanting more. Gonna send me to my knees. space. Oh, gravity. Yeah. You misunderstood. Dashboard. The parent-most item of the breadcrumb trail should be the current page, right? Yes. Oh, that was just little baby Bambi. Sadie would never hurt them, but she's a very impressive guard dog, and she will chase them out. But I know they'll get along at some point. Can we see them? Can't tell. Anyways. This looks like, while we were appreciating nature, AI was dutifully building. Yep. Take him better man than me. How could I agree? Keep me where the light is. Oh, keep me where the light is. Come on, keep me where the light is. Keep me where the light is. Keep me where. Keep me where the light is. Nice. Great song title, song 1. Snog 1. Error creating song. What's that about? Tried to create a new song, got error message. The error message text was not selectable. Make it selectable for easier Q&A or QA. Alrighty, let's try to create a new song. Yay, we did it! See if that saves. Alrighty, so a couple of things. Song details page should have red show. Now we gotta think about what do we want this functionality on all pages to be. We have so let's also make no reason why this can't be down a little bit. $900. Maybe even no, it should be 9. Yeah. We're getting to 2 hours. Okay, let's say, can we build this app in 3 hours? And feel free to watch 2x speed. Get your ball, girl. Give me your ball. Hey, you're knocking stuff around. Remake it dynamic. Height is too small. Than even before height-wise. Checking the responsiveness. And not bad. Could be better. But not terrible. Okay, and that's good. That's good for now. It's auto-saving, really cool. They don't fill space of the tab control and are not centered in the tab control. These little UI glitches are important to me. That's the way love goes. So now the time will tell. Seek, you will find what was there the whole time. Is this love in disguise in your eyes? That made it worse. We'll see what it does, and then we'll try a different approach. Overall, much better. I don't need chat for this one. But the buttons on the selected tab are the button filled BG on the selected tab is still too big and going outside the tab control. So it's improved, but yeah, we'll see. I like the little icons. Perhaps we should call it like config or something. Separated from this settings page, but neither here nor there. Okay, that's good for now. Is it the best tab control ever? No. Does it need to be? I don't think so. Okay. So let's work on the preview page. So I'm gonna go back to ChatGPT and grab my preview page. We'll see what it does. It's over now, and that's the way love goes. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. It's getting about time to break out that citronella candle. Let's see. Seek, you'll find. Also a good idea, I heard, to get the actual, plants that bugs don't like, but humans do, like lavender, mint, citronella, all this good stuff. See, buried in this video are some life tips as well. Take them with a grain of salt. It's over now, but that's the way love goes. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. It's over now, what time I tell, see, you'll find little time. See what it's like full screen too. Nice. Not bad. See what the preview tab looks like. Ooh, it's not done yet. Uh-oh. Wow, that actually does full screen. Okay. Start recording. So I'm gonna follow some of my own principles. So, gee, what concept? I'm going to say one at a time. Start recording when it should be next. Should be right hand side of generate lead sheet button. Whatever. Full screen button should not make the browser full screen. Only launch the preview tab into full screen so you can give more screen real estate for the lead sheet and start recording button / camera control. I'm sure we're gonna have to refactor soon, but anyways. So as you can see, we're adding just simple features, but we're already messing up the UI, and so now you see why I have the why I'm so, fussy about it. So full screen should be an eye icon at the top left inside the lead sheet, not on top of it, to fix some of the white space between the lead sheet and the top page buttons. Let's see if this, I want to get rid of this white space right here. Which I should have just clicked on the div tag in the editor, but it's all good. Amazing. Can you believe this? This is like, we still need the pros in Figma. I'm still paying for Figma every month, but Figma, you have limited time to respond to Lovable. Things are getting aggressive. I said top right, didn't I? Oh, I said top left. I meant top right. In your eyes, seek and find what's there the whole time. Is this love in your eyes? In your eyes, there in your eyes, there in your eyes. Okay, good. Okay, that'll do for now. Again. Okay, all buttons, standardize, styling, lavender, and color and same height. Only start recording button should be different color. See what this does. So maybe I want to keep them, the black to differentiate them from the tabs, but we'll see. All right, we're breaking out the citronella candle. This will give me something to do while I'm pretending to work, and Lovable's doing all the hard stuff. AI can't light a candle. AI can't hold a candle to humans yet. Never mind, light one. Dad jokes. Continue recording. Okay. Amazing. So, okay. Yeah, these look good. It's a little crowded and stuff, but anyways, it's good for now. Let's see if this edit prompt actually works. Nice. Okay, this is good. Observe any notes as separate from the lyrics, but will guide the lead sheet generation. And we'll instead. That's good. And nice. Reset to default. I like that. If somebody, anyways, really cool feature AI. I think I specified that. Okay, let's see that. Is it love in your eyes? In disguise. In your eyes. I'm gonna see this. C minor to D minor 7, C minor, C minor 7, or no, F7, G major 7, see what it does. Ooh, nice. Don't change the lyrics or chords unless specified. Let's see this. The lead sheet generation is changing my lyrics. Don't do that unless user specifies in the prompt or the right page. Also, the lead sheet is not saving to the database. There should be one lead sheet record that can be updated, attached to every song file record. Okay, so I did that to the div. Hopefully it ignores that. Oops. But we'll see. It's getting good. Now the hard part is yet to come, all this recording functionality. Hopefully we prepared the back end to do this, although we just didn't prepare the back end for the lead sheet file. But anyways, hopefully we can do this and it's not too late. There in your eyes, deleting the song deletes the associated lead sheet along the other associated song data. It's love in your eyes, and the skies in your eyes. Let's see if that works. Okay, I'm going to save that prompt that I just did, and we're going to chat with Lovable to see what's going on. What is the system prompt we are sending when we click the generate lead sheet button? It is still changing the lyrics. Examine the edge function, please. No. Yes. Totally. Agreed, lovable. You're so lovable. Gosh, this app is badass. This platform, lovable, you're changing the game. Amazing job. I think they're Swedish. Lovable. Company. Sweden, yeah. Sweden. We are building. I can't do Swedish accent. We are building an excellent app building platform. Terrible Swedish accent. But you guys are doing an amazing job, and I absolutely love it. Check this out. Okay. The preview container that holds the generate lead sheet should be able to render Markdown correctly. Okay, and before we do that, edit the system prompt to remove AI context. E.g. for this generation, it started the lead sheet with okay, I've already used about 61 credits on this app so far, so go figure. You get 800 for $160 a month, so I think it's a tremendous deal. Unless Lovable's watching this, in which case it's a terrible deal. Give us more credits for free. Yeah. Beautiful. One more time to display song title, author, and key BPM. And then the toast message should disappear. Uh-oh. Are we going off the rails? We'll see. Get it. Some things aren't working, that's the way love goes. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. It's over now, but time will tell. See in the skies. What the? That's the way love goes. It's over now, time will tell. See, you'll find. Won't stay the whole time. It's this love in your eyes, in your eyes. There in your eyes. And I'll say it, I've said it once, I'll say it again. If you are not at least prototyping your app in AI, you're moving too slow. You're stunting your creative process. Nice. Full screen button. It's not working. But that's okay. Do I dare? What even happens when we save it? I'll run back to Supabase and I'll go here, tables. Nothing yet. No, nothing saves. Okay, now let's see, what did I have this? Not a huge requirement, we'll do anyways. preview. Deal. So the lead sheet's not getting saved. It's not getting updated. It's getting saved. And this was saved from earlier, but not getting updated. Amazing. Yeah, we need to update, yeah. I see. It's trying to generate a new lead sheet when we update it instead of updating it. Again, why we try to deal with these back-end issues before moving on. Let's see. Firstly, let's see if that deleted the song from the database. Yep, no lead sheets and no songs. Okay, so that's working really well. It's working now. Amazing. It's a miracle. Let's go back here. Looks fantastic. And now we can move on. I'm not sure. It should be. Seek you find. Just love in your eyes and your eyes. Now, if this AI was super advanced, it would know that C minor to F7 to G. That this song is really in G major. I mean, it's a funky, what do they call it? Secondary dominant. I think it's a tritone sub. Secondary dominant. So we need some funky music theory AI to really catch on. We'll see what we can do about that later. A lot of people are saying that it's not in G major, but I know it's G major. I know G major like nobody knows G major. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, let's check out our audio tab. Beautiful. Recording. I'm not having a lot of faith in this because it didn't ask us to use the microphone. Let's see. Yeah. Trigger the user to microphone. And didn't save any recording. There was an error. Life is good. Testing 1, 2, 3, recording. La da 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 da. So Lovable's already doing this, but it's probably a good idea in the prompts to say create an error code for every functionality, so that the system can easily locate the error code in diagnostic, like a car. It's already doing that, but maybe in the future, something to explore doing a little bit more in depth. Now in UI world, I would put the microphone button right here and eliminate this card entirely, but anyways. Testing 1, 2, 3. Still receiving the same error. Yeah, this makes sense. Makes sense, there's no storage buckets for the audio and video yet. But it's interesting that it was still not even triggering like the progress. It's not even triggering on the microphone controls. Suspicious. We'll see. Yes, we want to apply these changes. Really, the audio recording should be in this tab as well, so you can see the lyrics, but regardless, here we are. Yeah. This love in disguise in your eyes. There in your eyes. Do, 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 do. Like it, like it, like it, like it. Do, 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 do. Alrighty, So before we refactor, let's see if this actually worked. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see error code there. Now can we get audio recording working by the 3-hour mark? I think we can. Let's see. Let's go team. Test, 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 test. Delete the audio record button and try again from scratch. It is not even triggering the browser to allow access to microphone. Never mind. Saving the recording. Okay, let's work with chat to implement a plan. Finish the rest of it. See if that actually works. Interesting. It's fighting against the 2 AI prompts. One saying don't hallucinate new lyrics, and one saying finish it. Anyways. Nice. That's working properly. Implement the plan. Boom. Now, I believe each credit is one prompt, so there's one argument to stuff as much into each prompt as possible. Another one to say you'll run into some trouble that way, as we are seeing right now. But we should be able to power through. We'll see. And sometimes an issue is an opportunity to build something from scratch the right way, simpler and improved, all that stuff. I was just watching a video that was the original N64 Mario Kart. They lost all of the game files, all of the visual assets and programming code, so they had to start from scratch, and they said they made it way better. So, anyways, that's what I tell myself when stuff goes wrong. let's check out this. Okay, so we removed the interesting record button from there. What's okay? Testing 1, 2, 3. Test. Ooh. Yay! It is working! Incredible. Yeah. So let's delete it. Boom. We come back and it's actually deleted. Amazing. Let's refactor. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here. There's so much I want to do, but I think that gets to the point. Let me refactor the code and let me publish this on my website so I can link to it. And after that, I'll probably do another video. I want to do so many more features to this app, but I think that gets. I hope I gave you guys a really raw look at what vibe coding, or really developing apps on Lovable looks like, and how accessible it is, how to overcome some of the main challenges, how to work with it. It's not perfect. It's amazing. Not perfect, but amazing. And yeah, hopefully inspired you about what you know, if you're not a developer, can do with this tool. And if you are a developer, you have a team of developers, how you can supercharge productivity and creativity with tools like this. And you really should be considering adding an AI ID to your stack. And if you have any questions at all, reach out. I'd love to help you guys get started. And yeah, happy building, happy vibing, happy coding, all that stuff. Happy creating. Okay, so great. That's refactored. It's refactor recording item and then whisper transcription, even though we're not using that in the UI. I'm going to publish it to my website, and yeah. So I'm going to say Songwriter Pro. Pause this. And just like that, I didn't even have to set up the DNS records. I just connected it. Boom. Okay. Send this. A little authentication. Respect it. Another one. Okay. DJ Khaled, another one. Amazing. Okay, so we'll check that out in a second. And we'll refactor whisper transcription. While it's doing that, we'll do songwriter pro.solveforyou.io. Okay, so it's probably just taking a second. But yeah, it's still setting up. It's not even. We'll do a few more things, and then the domain should be ready. last thing we'll do is refactor video recording. If you seek, you will find what was there the whole time. It's this love in your eyes, in disguise in your eyes. Amazing. We'll just keep refactoring. Anyways, that will be it. I'm gonna work on the video recording and some UI stuff in the next video, as well as the transcription. We're already using the OpenAI API for the lead sheet generation, but we want the subscription stuff to the transcription stuff to work properly as well. So I hope this was an amazing learning experience and hopefully inspiring on some level for you guys. And yeah, many more to come, and not afraid to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly of vibe coding and developing. That's the way I feel like I'll reach and inspire the most people. Not everyone's an expert. Nobody's an expert in everything. Everybody's learning, and the landscape is changing so fast that it takes a village for all of us to get together and share what we know. So as always, please reach out if you would like to discuss any of this further, and yeah, stay in touch. Thank you.